It consists of 3 zones called phases: Phase I, Phase 2 and Phase 3.
Now, if you can spray the glass and
Yeah.
just wipe it one more time.
Only this area, right? End with like this.
Rolling.
Okay. I wasn't always a waiter, but that's not important. Like the pyramid says, the past isn't important. What's important is I now work at the Silicon Oasis. I'm a waiter.
This portal is becoming the most favorite haunt of e-citizens.
You must hear a lot of stories.
अब तो काफी कहानियां सुनते होंगे.
Fracture mapping.
A waiter hears things. I hear things. I don't have to eavesdrop. I don't have to go anywhere. People come to me to get a drink. Beer, shots of vodka, rum and coke, Mai Tais, margaritas. Also Tattukalle, Feni, though it's hard to keep them fresh. Bobonto with rum is also popular. The usual. People come to get a drink, but they stay to tell me stories.
What kind of stories?
किस तरह की कहानियां?
Like the story the English woman told me. That was strange. She came in for a tall tale. That's not the strange part. The tall tale is just a variation on the English story. So I asked her, do you want me to make it with bourbon or whiskey?
And?
फिर?
Ask her. She's sitting right here. Madam has a sense of humor. But that's not the strange part either. She said she came from 1979. She claimed she was an explorer, an expert on remote sensing. She'd come to India in April 1979 and 75 for a conference at the Ashoka Hotel. ഞാൻ മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയാൻ പോകട്ടെ.
जरूर.
ഞാനൊരു കാര്യം പറയാം. ആൾക്കാർ എൻ്റെ വരില്ലേ കഥ പറയാൻ. അപ്പോൾ അവരിങ്ങനെ ഈ വിശേഷിച്ച് പറയുമ്പോഴാണ് എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവുന്നത് കഥയിൽ എന്തോ കൽപ്പടമുണ്ടെന്ന്. ഈ മതാവിനടുത്ത് പറഞ്ഞു ഞാൻ ഈ സമ്മേളനത്തിന് വന്നേക്കുകയാണ് അശോക ഹോട്ടലിൽ. ആദ്യം അതാ പറയുന്നത്. പിന്നെ പറഞ്ഞു ഞാൻ ഇവിടുത്തെ ആളല്ല, ഞാനൊരു അന്യഗ്രഹവാസിയാണ്, ഞാൻ ട്രഫാൽമഗോർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ സ്ഥലത്താണ് ഞാൻ വരുന്നത്, ഞാനിവിടെ അന്വേഷണം ചെയ്യാൻ വന്നേക്കുകയാണ്, ഞാനൊരു അന്വേഷകനാണ്, അത് പറഞ്ഞു ഇത് പറഞ്ഞു. പക്ഷെ എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നത് ശരിക്ക് നമ്മളുടെ US-ലത്തെ ഈ 3 ലെറ്ററുള്ള ഏജൻസീസ് ഇല്ലേ അവിടുത്തെ ഒരാളാണെന്ന് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നത്. എനിവേ എന്നിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞാണ് ഞാൻ നടക്കാൻ പോയി, സമ്മേളനൻ്റെ സെഷൻ കഴിഞ്ഞു. നടക്കാൻ പോയപ്പോൾ ഞാനൊരു കുഴിയിൽ വീണു. ആ കുഴി ഒരു എന്താ പറയുക മാൻ ഹോളോ ഓർ ടൈം ഹോൾ ഓർ ക്രോണോസിൻക്ലാസ്റ്റിക് ഇൻഫെൻറ്റിബിലത്തിൽ വീണു. ഷീ ഫെൽ ഇൻ ടു ദിസ് ടൈം hole or chronosynclastic infundibula, and that's how she ended up at the Silicon Oasis. Madam, have you managed to get into the pyramid?
भैया बहुत दूर से आए हैं, सिर्फ बिल्डिंग देखना है. हाँ? नहीं जा सकते अंदर. थोड़ा भी अंदर
नहीं हो रहे ना, हम इसलिए मना करेंगे आपको अगर ऐसा होगा तो. किसी एम्प्लॉय का पेरेंट शादी से भी हम नहीं छोड़ता.
Why does she want to get into the pyramid?
वो पिरामिड में क्यों घुसना चाहती हैं?
Irregularity is not a good feature to have, be it for a residence or for a commercial building. And I mean, before continuing, I need to know where the entrance, the other details are. So if you can tell.
This is the entrance.
Okay.
She doesn't call it the pyramid. She says it's called the sapphire deposit.
Why is it called the sapphire deposit?
इसको sapphire deposit क्यों बोलते हैं?
It's not. It's just the pyramid. She says it's called the sapphire deposit because എന്താ പറയുക അത് നമ്മളെ അന്യഗ്രഹവാസികളുടെ തീട്ടമാണെന്ന് നോൺസെൻസ് മാഡം ശരിക്കും പ്രാന്താണ് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നത്. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞത് ഇതൊരു കഥയിൽ വായിച്ച ഇതാണ്. ഞാൻ ഈ കഥ വായിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. എൻ്റെ കഥയുടെ പേരാണ് 90% ഓഫ് എനിത്തിങ്. അത് 3 ആൾക്കാർ എഴുതിയ കഥയാണ്. ജോണത്തൻ ലീത്തൻ, ജിം കെല്ലി, ജോൺ കെസൽ എഴുതിയ കഥയാണ്. ആ കഥയിൽ ഈ അന്യഗ്രഹവാസികൾ വരും, ഭൂമിയിൽ വരും. അവർ 5 സ്ഥലത്ത് സ്ഥാപനം ഉണ്ടാക്കും. ഈ അന്യഗ്രഹവാസികൾക്ക് ഭയങ്കര പൊക്കമുണ്ട്, അവരുടെ തൊലിക്ക് നീലവർണ്ണമാണ്, അതാണ് ഇതാണ്. Anyway, they set up a protective zone.
The new kingdom.
People can watch, but nothing gets in. People freak, of course. The pyramid is a byproduct of aliens who crap blue-green glass. ആർക്കറിയാം? ചിലപ്പോൾ സത്യമായിരിക്കും.
Yeah, that glass has done, I think, is the blue color, blue with dark color of glasses. Okay, so you put another 40% of blue color on this. This is the color normally used in the pyramid. See, why this exclusively color you use in the pyramid? Because of this is called as strengthening glasses. Okay, strengthening glass means it is avoid the sunrises and is having the capacity to hold the something from any problem in the environment.
But the glass isn't green, it's different shades of blue.
People can't see into the pyramid, all the sunlight you see. So they make shit up. They string words together and hope it makes sense. Blue, green glass, blue, green glass, blue, green grass, blue grass. That's a kind of mongrel music, isn't it? A cocktail of sounds. The villager told me he's heard mongrel music from inside the pyramid.
Who's the villager?
ये villager कौन है?
Spectral reflective.
The villager is a panchayat member of his village. He owns a travel shop. He told me he ferries people in the pyramid wherever they want to go. His family used to own the land that the pyramid stands on. They were farmers. They grew rice and ragi, alternating between years. But when he was still a kid, they sold the land. The villager says he remembers as a kid seeing the metal angles of the pyramid go up. Now they all live in a village just outside the wall, not too far from the highway. They like living by the highway. The pyramid wants them to move.
Why do they want them to move?
वो उनको क्यों हटाना चाहते हैं?
Take the villager's claims with a pinch of salt. Remember what I said about details. People offer you details when they want to cover shit up. The villager says the biggest problem they face is the daylight glare from the pyramid. They can't bear to look at the pyramid. It's like looking at the sun, his words. The light burns their eyes, removes all thought. They hear music.
Noise is created by the forming machines. Pure silicon is a dark grey solid with the same crystalline structure as diamond. Its chemical and physical properties are similar to this material.
Yeah, when the fire is more in this building, there is no water. Water is less in this particular area.
Then, with the calculated class surface temperature, the mean radiant temperature due to surface temperature and total mean radiant temperature can be calculated. The thermal comfort index is then calculated.
So fire and water, these are the two important features which is really needed for any particular building. These should not be missing, or it should not be missing, or it can be protruding. There can be protruding corners. The thing here is fire, south is protruding, but north is decreased. So it's not mutually good.
Strange inhuman sounds. Sometimes it's like laughter. Other times it sounds like screams or the clattering of keyboards. A cocktail of sounds. But it's a glare from the pyramid that really bothers them. The pyramid wants them to move.
Move where?
पर कहाँ?
Who knows? The pyramid wants them to move to a garden space. There the light is just right. Not too bright, not too blue, not too green, not too white. But the villager says he likes being where he is. I think there's a good reason.
Because he earns a good living.
वो अच्छा कमाता है.
Huh? But because the villager has been inside the pyramid, just once, the villager went in and the villager came out. Is it the same villager? I have my doubts.
Wood earth. Part of earth element is also missing here, that is southwest. So the stability for those who are going to reside in this building, stability or the happiness in this life, feeling contentment, so that will be missing in this building. Okay, so, and another thing which I forgot to mention is north is for wisdom. Okay, so they might make some foolish mistakes because wisdom and intelligence, so that is missing here.
Why?
But क्यों?
The truth is that the pyramid changes people. Pyramids always change people. This has been proved by science. They have found that if you take razor blades and place them in pyramid-shaped containers, you got to orient them correctly. There's a whole Vastu Shastra of pyramids. Then the blades last 30% longer. It's on the internet, you can check it. You get a lot more shaves out of the razor blades that way. That's why the ancient Egyptians put their dead in pyramids. You get a lot more life out of them that way. Maybe the same is true of the humans who work in the pyramid. But yes, they make a great living. The glass seller especially makes a great living. He's come here too.
What's his story?
उसकी कहानी क्या है?
It's like the pyramid. There's an inside and there's an outside. The outside story is this. He supplies glass for the pyramid. Float glass from Chennai, Gujarat and Rajasthan. They get tax breaks. These states give tax breaks. Arctic blue glass, sapphire blue glass. It's one-way glass. You can look out, but you can't look in, except at night.
So the villagers could look in at night?
गाँव वाले अंदर दे सकते हैं ना आपको?
Everybody is blind at night. However, the inside of the glass seller's story is easy to see through. Just pay attention to his silver earrings. They are implants. I mean, they fit so beautifully. Normally the ears squish this way and that way when you stick an earring into them. But these are perfectly snug. Like they had been designed to fit the glass seller's ear and his ear alone. Day or night, with light or without, they glint. Off and on, off and on. It's Morse code. I don't read Morse code, but I know a message when I see it.
Okay, so main door is an important feature in a building, be it is for residence or for commercial building, because that is considered as the mouth. Okay, that's where the energy enters, be it good or bad. So for this building, considering it is built before 2003, the kind of energy which is entering this building, this particular building, is a positive one, where it is good for money and it will last till the year 2024 and another 2044. So I can tell this building has a good good money luck till it is 2043 or 44. Okay, so but what happens is the money doesn't come easily. It is like the southwest is the corner for earth element, and fire in the southwest, it hardens the earth element. So it is like more hard work they have to do, and it's like, though it's good for money, money doesn't come easily. It's only through hard work.
What's the message of the pyramid?
ये पिरामिड का संदेश क्या है?
You haven't been listening. Perhaps your head is filled with music too. I know what you're trying to do with all these questions. You're trying to throw me from telling my story. Listen, there is no way to stop a story from being told. That's one thing I have learned as a waiter.